Hello everyone, this is Judith. Very warm welcome to the channel. This is all about your twin flame journey. Yeah, and I want to jump right into today's topic, which is boundaries, right? We need to have strong boundaries. Well, everybody needs to have strong boundaries, right? But what does it mean for us as twin flames? There's some smoke going on. I'm just actually burning some sage here to clear the air a little bit. Oh, let's put that out a little bit. I thought it was already out, but it isn't. It wants to go on with purifying. So it's maybe needed, right? Yeah. So what's going on with boundaries? What is that all about? Well, it's all about, it has, of course, always many aspects, but of course, like setting boundaries is with people that want to like invade your space, with people that want to manipulate you, with people that want to get their way with you. And also with people that want to take your energy. Basically, it's all about the exchange of energy, right? We could break that down. It's always about getting your energy, getting something from you. And so as you are a very giving person, you would easily give away your energy. And that's what boundaries are, right? So many people say, well, you have to learn to say no to something, right? Always those people that would not take no for an answer, right? But that's not really what it is. That's not the real strong way of having boundaries. So real boundaries, or the boundaries that we want to have, that we want to work towards, are boundaries that come from a place of unconditional love. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it's a little bit like what in Zen is called the observer. That you would just allow the world and people around you to show up as they wish, as they want, as they choose, as I say. And you yourself, you choose for you. Now, what do you choose? Now, basically, the sweet spot of unconditional love is somewhere in the middle. It's somewhere it is very calm. It's a calm place. And you choose from this place where you participate and where you don't. It is a little bit as if people, let's reduce it to people for now, they are like showing up in your life, and they're doing the little dance, right? Doing the little annoying dance, the little evil dance. They're doing the little malicious dance, the little jealous dance, and they are doing other dances like loving dances, compassionate dances. Yeah, and you are here, and you just, those things are coming at you. Not all things are coming at you. Basically, people who are resonating with your energy are like suggesting a dance, right? And we sometimes think that we have to engage with them, that we have to dance with them, that we have to take part, basically, in this theater play, as I sometimes put it. But that's not the case. You can choose. Yeah. You can choose to what degree you participate, and whether you are participating at all, or you say, no, that's not my dance anymore. I might have used to dance with you in this dynamic, but that's not for me anymore. I'm like staying in my peace and calm and observer in this place of neutrality, of unconditional love, and I'm just like staying firmly with what I choose. So in the beginning, this might not show up in your life, but it can show up in your feelings. So what does it feel like to dance with someone, for example? What does it feel to dance with someone who is like sharing the same interests, or sharing like the same things are giving pleasure or evoking joy, right? Maybe, for example, if you like to be in nature, then you just can feel how beautiful it is to be in nature. It's not even required to be there with someone, right? Because who should this be? And then when you imagine yourself with your twin flame, then this is maybe already too much conflict going on because this person is not with you, or you're in some conflict. But just like feeling how wonderful it is to be in nature, what a good feeling this gives you. So that's how you attract a circumstance that is giving you exactly this feeling, right? So it's in short. I'm not going into. I cannot like tell you in depth. This has to do with the law of attraction, right? It would always respond to your feelings. So that's why when you choose what you want to feel, and when you stay in that place, feeling that way, that's the strongest boundary that you can have. By the way, there is a fly. Maybe you see it like flying through this video, in and out. That to me is karmic energy, right? So yeah, so karmic energies are a very real thing, and they try to distract us. They try to convince us to not to be in that place, not to follow our own desires. What does that mean, our own desires, really? It's not something outside of ourselves. It's who we truly are, to be who we truly are. That's basically all, because that in itself is a journey. That in itself is a discovery. And the question would always be, what is giving me great joy? Yeah, that's the path to walk. And then, and that's where you find everything. Yeah, it's already there. It's already been created because you have that desire. So yeah, and that's so important, to stay in this neutral place where the desires that you have are maybe not yet manifest, right? But you turn your back on things that you don't want in your life any longer. So it's gradually, right? And when you gradually you choose not to participate in certain dances, right? To engage in those little plays that people have going, and to stay with a feeling that is pointing to something that is yet to come. Could be the love that you feel for your twin flame, if this is not too conflicted, right? It should be something that is not conflicted. That is very important. Yeah. So yeah, and so gradually you move to a different place, and gradually other things are going to show up in your everyday life. And basically that's what boundaries are. That's what strong boundaries are, to choose to stay with your energy, with you, with who you truly are at the core, and not to get seduced in a way, to fall back into old patterns because, well, that's the way that you were handling things, maybe all have been handling things all your life, right? Why not move on doing all of those things the same way? Well, because it's not taking you any way on your journey. That's basically it, right? you move through certain things, because boundaries, when we're talking of boundaries, we're also talking of challenges, right? When everything is smooth, you don't need boundaries. But when certain, for example, karmic people come at you, then that is a blessing in disguise to strengthen your boundaries and for you to discover what are boundaries. Are other people like violating my boundaries? Do I have boundaries? Are there people that walk all over me, and I'm like not even defending myself? And the good thing about those boundaries is that it's not about, I'm not saying that you should not defend yourself, that's not what I'm saying, but basically when we think of defending ourselves, then we very often think like pushing against something, right? Defending oneself is like pushing against, and without knowing maybe that by pushing against something we are like fueling this thing, we are giving energy to this thing, right? So when we are like engaging, for example, in a battle, and we are like defending ourselves, maybe with our boss or family member or whoever, and by pushing against, we are like giving energy to this battle. Yeah. You say, no, I don't choose it, I don't want it. But that you choose it because you engage in it. You see how this is working? So the boundary that we want is a true boundary. It's a boundary that's not giving any energy to this issue. Where you stay strong, where you stay firm, where you have like you basically have all the energy. All the energy is there for you, and you can choose where to put it. Yeah, but by defending, you would just give it away. Yeah, so this journey has a lot to do to learn about your own energy and how to manage your own energy, also vibration, also frequency, of course, like your vibration. But this is when it comes to energy, then who are you giving your energy to, and how is the whole dynamic with energy? Because basically, a lot of us twin flames, our boundaries were not respected when we grew up, and that's where something got out of balance and we've just learned the wrong things. And now we have to recalibrate, right? We don't have to blame our parents or whomever. We don't have to look back too much. Maybe we just have to clear certain blocks. I know how to do this, so if you have things where you're stuck, reach out. You find a link in the description box where you find everything you need to know about my offers. And yeah, and basically that's then how we do it, effortlessly, with balanced energy and with more and more tools along the way, more and more knowledge along the way, and more mastery along the way, because that's what you're like about to become as a twin flame. That's a spiritual master. That's what you're learning along the way is what you're gaining along the way is mastery, right? And so then you would be able to manage your own energy. And yeah, and it never ends, right? Because that's just energy is moving constantly, but we become more skilled in navigating everything, right? So I hope this was clear. I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any questions around this topic. And yeah, have strong boundaries, right? Be who you are. And I wish you a beautiful day as always. Take care, everyone. and see you in the next video. Bye for now.